Hello, my friends, and welcome to the Energy Clearing Workshop focusing on wealth and money blocks. This was a really profound call. I'm making this recording, and I have the video editing program behind me because it was streamed on YouTube, but it was cut off halfway through for some reason. The stream stopped. And so here I'm going to introduce this, and I want to encourage you to go through the whole thing. First off, this is probably going to be taken down because this is the kind of workshop we give to our members and students in the back end of the membership site. Second, you want to go through the whole thing because this is like a workout class, okay? While I do give some tips and instructions, and you get to learn about how to really clear energy blocks, how to learn about your mind, how to learn about your emotions, learn really about who you are, and this mechanism that's so advanced is not confusing for us who know how to hack the energy system. And you're going to learn what we do to have incredibly precise and reliable results. One of the first stories you're going to hear in a little bit is a woman who attended the last workshop, and she manifested $650,000. Okay? I'd never seen her before. She only came to these workshops. Or she only went to one workshop, and then she came to the other one, this one here. And so there's a lot of stories that we have every single workshop we do. And so this is one of those really great clearing workshops where follow along with the whole thing because there's really crucial corrections throughout. So at the end of this, I'll even give the offer now. We have a private group that we do clearings with, and we also do our own training programs to help you learn how to do this and do one-on-ones and so forth. So all you have to do is just email support@michaelgrady.com if you're interested. And here we give you this so we can demonstrate that this is the real freaking deal and creates amazing results. So enjoy while it's still up to the public.
Today I went through a clearing call with Michael Grady, and I feel like I'm fulfilling my potential finally. I feel like the man I wanted to be. We started talking about my father, some memory that I hadn't given, and that affected my safety and my relationship with money. Michael was like a magician, feeling how I was tuning in with the emotions that I felt. He could see where I was, going deep inside and reinforcing everything. And with great mastery, he said tap here and tap there, say these words, and I felt like the energy transmuting finally. I've been doing TFT by myself, but it's not the same when you have someone like Michael Grady guiding you to freedom. So I wish if you go through this kind of clearing session that you fully trust him, because he knows what he's doing. I feel that I'm fulfilling my potential.
All right. Yeah. How cool. That was Xavier Gomez, by the way. He joined us on the last clearing call we had about last week and a half ago. And he made that song. How cool. Welcome, everyone. May you feel as good as he did and does after those clearings. It's actually pretty profound. He scheduled a call directly after the meeting as well. We got to go deeper and clear stuff. And it was I like sharing his story, and thankfully he's willing to be vulnerable about it, because it's a very intricate type of money clearing in itself. You know, we all come here with different challenges and being at different places and wanting different things, right? And what was awesome about his story is that we know the phrase that you're the average of the 5 people that you hang around with most, right? And so one of his big blocks was being around other wealthy people, being around people who had more money than him, right? So he'd go around and try to be around them, and it would be really hard, and he felt like he didn't belong, right? And so we cleared a few things, one of which he talked about his father in that song, if you heard, right? And he had a memory of his father who did drugs and stole money from him, rummaging around his room, right? And so we were able to clear those memories. And I think we cleared some stuff in his DNA around that. And then enabling him to be around other people who have money, right? So he can network. You know, he's in gin, and he wants to improve himself. And so now he sent a message to me, and he said that we've been talking with my wealthy friend whom I felt rejected by, and the level of equality between us has balanced again. Thank you. I mean, that's a game changer. Maybe you didn't get his thousands of dollars like some of you have manifested, or landed your dream job, as we've heard before, but getting that next step of being able to be comfortable in that vibration is such a huge thing. And I think it's as equally as powerful as a manifestation as well, because he's on track with that. Wouldn't you agree? Right? And so I love this, because whatever the challenge is for you, right, you're going to be able to address it here on the call. So welcome. And so great to see that you all have your cameras on. Thank goodness. That's refreshing, let me tell you. Great to see you all here. We have an awesome call planned. And yeah, this is real. How you guys doing? Does anybody have any wins from the last call? Any money wins? Even if it's a win like this, now I feel comfortable hanging around with my wealthy friend, but before I felt rejected, right? It's always encouraging to hear those success stories. Just kind of taking a look around here. Peter, you put your hand up. Would you like to share?
Yeah, hi, Michael.
Hi.
Yeah, we did the energy clearing one-on-one, and the way that you go through the all the blockages and everything that we went through. After that, I felt peace. You know, I didn't achieve any money, but I felt peace with myself after a while. It was real profound.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, we got to do a one-on-one call and go deeper on things. And where specifically did you feel peace, and how was it different?
Well, I was the only child, as I mentioned before, and I thought I was so comfortable being around myself, but I was kind of just being there because I was scared of people. But I found that right now I feel secure, and I have a self-confidence. And after that, I just realized that I'm at peace with people. I don't judge anymore.
Right. Yeah, that was some powerful stuff we ran through. Yeah. And did you notice like your motivations have changed? Right?
Yeah.
And this is interesting. Not to divulge your story or anything, but a lot of us may have a desire or a motivation or achieve fame or something we want. But sometimes those desires will come from a place of aberration. It'll come from a place of an energy block. You trying to get away from not feeling bad about something that you have an irrational thing with. You may create a life purpose or a goal around that, right? Which is interesting. And whether that's good or bad, I think it just is, because there's a lot of power if you create from an aberration and a negative feeling. You know, it can be incredibly powerful. However, is that to your highest good? And would you rather experience peace and be more on purpose, like with who you are, rather than like an anxieties kind of thing or whatever someone may have? So very cool. Thank you for sharing, because that was profound.
Yeah.
So today we have more astrological alignments with Lotus here with us. You got to see last time we lined up some powerful alignments that is generally keyed in, gets people keyed in to specific things at certain moments in time. And we know this because when we do sessions one-on-one or have our groups, our private groups, where we get to hear from you more, a lot of the same stuff will come up around the same time for everybody. Like the same chakras will have blocks a lot of the times, I notice, and so forth. And so there's commonalities when we move through certain times with the universe and the astrological alignments. And for a while, I was, it's kind of like, okay, it's a new agey thing. Maybe there's a little something to it. The moon changes the tides and it changes the blood flow, and there's more people in the hospital, and wait, maybe there is something to it. And then so Lotus, who is incredibly proficient at a very accurate astrology system off of the Vedic astrology and a bunch of others, very accurate, very different. It just dials in things so well. So we're going to do some of that, and I think you guys will enjoy. Anybody else want to share? We had Peter to share. Put up your hand if you have a win, because it increases everyone's belief that, like, you know what, maybe I can get something out of this too. So today I'm going to cover a couple clearing tips, and I did go over this. I sent an email to you guys. Did anybody watch that email, by the way? Okay, a few of you. Good. Okay, so I cleared I shared you some very helpful tips on clearing. I'm going to highlight over those. We're not going to go as deep as we did on the video, because I think I covered it pretty well. To get the most out of this, because I could give you the same procedure, but if someone's keyed in or not keyed in, and you don't know how to allow yourself to feel, or you haven't practiced it much, you'll get a completely different result. So very powerful. Then of course we're going to do some wealth astrological alignments, and then the money clearings, which will be based off of these specific alignments, and we'll be reaching out to you to see what you still have keyed in and what's being brought up. And I always love those portions, because it gets everyone else dialed in, because a lot of the stuff that we all have is very relatable to everyone else, which was awesome. Amazing Whim, would you like to share?
Yes, I actually, this is my first call. The first time on the call. Just wanted to mention that.
Okay.
So I don't have a win yet, but perhaps next week.
What is next week? I'm sorry.
Sorry?
You said something is next week?
Oh, perhaps on the next call. I mean, on the next call, maybe.
Oh, on the next call, you can
It's
share.
my first call.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank
Wim.
you.
Appreciate you introducing yourself. Have you done any type of clearing work or tapping or?
I've been working with emotion code, basically.
Okay.
I've been releasing trapped emotions, and I've seen that I released some negative trapped energy. That's what I've done. And I've done some TFT.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, emotion code, I've definitely seen to be very helpful. However, one of the things it doesn't address are the reversals and the many layers and the types of reversals, which you're going to see be corrected here today in various different ways. And as far as doing TFT, you tap all your points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot more to TFT than what people are normally aware of, and you're going to be able to see that here today. So welcome. Glad to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Michael.
All right. Yes.
There was a really good question in the chat.
I don't even have the chat open.
Well, there it is.
I got so many other things on the screen.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Yeah. What's the question?
So the question is, and I thought I should ask you, because I'm sure you'll have a great answer.
We'll see.
What is the synonym, or basically another way of saying what is keying in?
And you asked that twice on that video. You're tuning into something. Keying in. Okay. This is a great question. And I'm glad that you're making sure you understand terms I'm using, because if you don't understand a term I'm using, you go into a confusion mode and then you start to get mentally foggy. And then that's when you'll probably just like, you know what, I'm done with this because I'm not understanding it. So thank you. So keying in, and I have a slide on this and I'm going to go into it deeper, but basically you have all your memories, you have all this energy in your field, right? So right now you might be sitting here feeling great, but that doesn't mean there's not a million blocks or tens of thousands of blocks in your field waiting to be triggered, right? And hopefully tonight we can kind of trigger them and clear them. So when you don't feel it, it's keyed out. Okay? It's in your field, translucent, not affecting you, that you're aware of. Then when you see a stimulus or you're in an environment that reminds you and your subconscious is like, hey, you got really hurt last time when you were here, so I'm going to make you leave the situation and procrastinate or fight and battle and get angry and have anxiety, right? You go to fight, flight, or freeze mode because you're trying to protect yourself from an anti-survival situation from the past. So say you see a person that triggers you, that makes you frustrated. You feel the frustration, now it's keyed in. And that's important because for tapping, as an example, a lot of what we do here, you needed to have it keyed in order to clear it, because it needs to become more dense, more of a mass. And then when you tap the meridians, you're sending pulses of energy through in certain combinations and in the right way that it blows out that mass of energy and transmutes. And then you actually become bigger little by little as you clear more and more. And so, does that make sense? I'm not sure who asked that question. But keying it in, very important. I'm going to cover this more, but that's the gist of it. Linda, you have your hand up. Go ahead. Great to see you again. She was on our private money call the other day.
Good to be here again.
Yes, great to see you. What would you like to share?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
It's a little spotty.
I went on.
But go ahead.
Pardon?
It's a little spotty, but go ahead.
Yeah. A friend and I went on I'll turn my video off, might help. A friend and I went on a hay run yesterday, and the big win about this is the farmer kept the hay for us. This hay was in huge demand. Okay. And I'd prompted her after the call to get onto this guy about the hay. So we actually saved ourselves about $500.
All right. Extra $500. That's a win. Great.
Yep.
Very cool. Linda's also had a lot of success with using these techniques with animals, which has been amazing. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. Dr. Walker, we have you back again.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I do have a win. On Friday, I had been working with my lawyer, and I felt so different. And so let me quickly get to it.
Yeah.
We were able to do $600K coming in on Friday. And then for two of my clients, we were able, in my credit agency, I have 12 agencies. I'm a real serial entrepreneur. And so for two of my credit clients, we were able to pull them in $150K each. And then they wanted to do one-on-one work with me, and it's really expensive to do that, but they both obligated to $35K each. So at minimum, that's $670,000. And then there are other few things that are going on at the same time. My ad agency is in a meeting this week to finish the collaboration to work with cryptocurrency companies that have their own coins that need advertisement. So that's a deal that came, and then there's another. So there were deals that came, and then there's actually quantifiable, like I said, the $675K.
That's it? That's amazing. Wow. Phenomenal. Thank you for sharing. So cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, and the clearing that we did when you came on, you had like a little quick clearing, was actually really profound, and it left an impression on a lot of people when you volunteered, and that was powerful.
Yeah, a lot really came up. And I've also noticed the peace in my body physically where I have uninterrupted rest. And I sleep anyway whenever I want to. I nap whenever I want, but it's uninterrupted, very steady. And the thoughts are not jagged. Like if the thoughts come up about what happened, it doesn't trigger, and it's not jagged. I can see through them, and I can keep going. So that's the physical part of what the tapping did.
Yeah.
In that session. And it was only my first time with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's powerful. Wow. Way to go. Again.
Yes.
Yeah. Super cool. Yeah. The jagged thinking and not being in flow, I mean, that's very common, right? Like for example, a lot of times I'll have people say certain statements on someone's got a lot of noise. I'm gonna mute. You'll notice if I have you say a statement out loud, right, while we're doing these clearings, and you don't say the statement correctly, and you kind of screw it up in some kind of way, there's a block there. That's like that jaggedness where after you get the block, then you can say the statement without it without there being a mix up like what I just did right there.
Yeah, the block for me was the God thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a no because I mean it was really deep in me that the argument was, why would God let something like that happen to me? So I met the God issue while we were doing the clearing, and so I was able to focus on that, and I did some EFT myself for the next couple of days, just on what was that I felt was kind of left over. Yeah. But yeah, that's just, it's profound. What happened is just profound. And I feel like I'm back to myself.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Like back to the part of me that knows I'm an investor, I'm a trader, so I don't do a lot of luck. But the fact that I start having those type of conversations with lawyers and clients again, I had stopped having those conversations. So, $650K is not bad for a week.
Not bad. Yeah.
No.
Wow.
And it's connected to this. I'm not going to play like it isn't. It's very connected to this process.
Wow. Yeah. The block to God, right? I mean, where does money come from? Where does everything come from? Right?
Yes.
If there's a big block there, then, there's a big block everywhere. But if we can open that up, then holy cow.
Yes.
What can happen? You just shared with us, right? That's so cool.
Right.
And, and I intuitively brought that up when we were doing that, not that we actually worked on it. I just had you say it randomly.
Yeah, in the moment. It wasn't like it was right. And it's like, oh no. And I met it as you, I met it when you said it. I've been kind of tussling with the whole God thing and the concept, religious, and then who, I have a history here. I was a former rabbi. I have a lot under my belt under the religious side of things, but spiritually, I was completely knocked out by what happened. Yeah. So that made me question the whole God thing. But the fact that you picked that up intuitively and just, it was just so powerful.
Yeah, and
just amazing.
Yeah, so for those of you who weren't here, the specific thing that I think you were dealing with the death of a loved one, right?
Yes.
And so you had a big thing came on the call, right? And everyone's probably like, "Oh my God, what's he gonna do? What are they gonna do about it?" It got really intense as you're really breaking down on that event. And so I had her doing the sore spot exercise, and I said, even though I feel this, I know that God still loves me. And then that was the thing that opened all that up. And then we cleared that, and then bang, bang, boom, over $500,000 later, here we are.
Yes.
Goodness. Well, if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what else can. So thank you again, Dr. Walker. Really appreciate that. And we have a really awesome thing that Lotus found today has a significance to things that are in Andrew Carnegie's astrology chart, which you're going to see in a little bit. So we shall continue. I think Wim, we already. Is there anything else you want to say? Your hand's still up.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Or just let me know. Okay.
I'm actually, well, it was a mistake, but I would love to be a volunteer if that's possible.
Yeah. Well, when I ask for volunteers, you can just raise your hand and,
Okay.
just like you did earlier.
Thank you.
Yep. All right. We'll continue. So. Lois and I were talking. We're like, how can we help everyone get these amazing clearings like what Dr. Walker got, right? Because some of you were here. You got little clearings. And then some of you really confronted and allowed yourself to feel and got into the place to actually clear. And so I was talking with Lotus. I was like, what else can we do to help everybody? Because I'm always kind of wanting to push this stuff and improve it. And I can never just keep doing the same thing over and over again. There's always a challenge I'm looking forward to go higher with. And the biggest challenge is helping you get into that state, right? Because I think I pretty much have like this technique down well. There's more things to learn, of course, but it's more about the beingness for you to get. Because if you can get this, then you'll have very profound shifts. And this is what it takes. When you're going through something and we ask you to focus on a thing, there's a subject in your life, you're focusing on money, welcome how you really feel, right? The whole objective is that we are releasing blocks that are unconscious. A lot of it is unconscious and subconscious and things you forgot about and things that you are maybe so used to, you don't even know you're still dealing with it. And so just the attitude of allowing yourself to welcome, how bad do I really feel about money and myself and making money? Because it's okay, because we're going to be able to clear this stuff. And it's a shift because a lot of us have been programmed to think positive all the time, where then we're not even acknowledging any negative stuff. And there's a place for being positive. There's a place for affirmations, and you probably should be doing that most of the time. But then there's also a place to actually acknowledge how you feel so you can deal with it, or else it just continues to be repressed and suppressed and continues to exist, right? So welcome the feelings. Allow yourself to observe what's happening with yourself. How would you observe yourself when what's happening? Well, notice when you bring something up, do you feel body sensations? Do you have visuals? Do you notice a color? Or what's the emotion? When you get really deep into it, you can start to smell and taste and feel things, right? So observe what is happening. Allow yourself to feel it. Wonder, what is it trying to show you? Everything that's coming up is trying to show you something, or it could be showing you something. Every block, or most of the blocks you have, is because of a past situation that puts you into an anti-survival situation where your subconscious is trying to protect you. And so, for example, if you think about money and all of a sudden you start getting a pain in your neck, there could have been a time in the past, in this lifetime or another one, for example, that maybe someone smacked you in the back of the neck and hit you with a baseball bat and something and knocked you unconscious. And now when you go to have a certain amount of money or having a big wad of cash or go to start your own business, it may seem like stress, but it's actually showing you and giving you perceptics with somatics of a past event. Perceptics being what you're remembering on the time track. Somatics being the physical feelings that come up. And so everything is very significant. And so you may think that, oh, all of a sudden I have a pain in my chest. Well, there's a reason why it's there. And you can always acknowledge it. And as we go through, just notice it. And so when we're doing the clearings, just keep that in your awareness of what's actually popping up. And then again, allowing yourself to feel those feelings. It's okay. I have the tightness of my shoulders or something when I talk about money, right? There's a whole story. And, you know, if you work with us one-on-one or on our private calls, you can go deep into these memories and actually go back and clear them, right? We have one person here who wanted to work on money, and he remembered a past life for the first time just by focusing on a block to money. And then little by little, all these memories started coming up until the point where he had this whole elaborate story of what happened 8 lifetimes ago. So that is available if you allow yourself to feel and welcome it and just allow yourself to observe it without suppressing it. And then there's the attitude of, because everything comes up, it's a huge opportunity for you to clear something that you've had for so long that finally is out of your field, and it changes the flow of energy. Perhaps you manifest things differently after that, right? So just a few tips on that in a new unit of time. And then there's the concept of getting keyed in, as someone asked. You know, what is keyed in, right? This is very important, because as far as tapping goes, the more you can feel it, the more you can clear it, right? The more you feel, the more you can heal. If you can clear it, right? It doesn't stay with you. So allow yourself to get keyed in. I wanted to give a couple tips on how do you actually get keyed in. And I gave the example of, say, for example, and a lot of people have a fear of speaking in public. Why? Because maybe when you were in school, you got made fun of when you did a report or something, or probably in a past life you got... There's a story of a guy who he wanted to do clearing work to clear a grass allergy, right? Anytime someone cut the grass, he'd have his face just all stuffed up and teary eyes and everything, right? And so this has been happening his entire life. In fact, his brother was super mad at him because his brother always had to mow the lawn, and he never had to because he had this allergy thing, right? And so all his life he's been dealing with this allergy stuff. And as he was going through clearing all the events in his past, he ended up coming across a memory last lifetime where he was speaking on stage as a Jewish man speaking against the Nazi regime. And as he's up there speaking, all of a sudden, he gets whacked in the back of the head, knocked unconscious. These Nazi guys take him, throw him into a trunk of a car, and drive off to a different location. They then take him out of the trunk and drag him on the grass. Drag him on the grass, down the field, dig a ditch, throw him into a hole, and he's buried alive. And so when he smells grass, it equals death. Okay? So this is how a lot of these blocks work. And so all the things that you're feeling is portals to stuff like that. Most of it, right? Even in the DNA, you can have memories pop up and relive them and experience them and clear them in the DNA like that too. And so after he cleared it, he never had a grass allergy again. So a lot is possible. And in TFT, they told me that you couldn't do that. So we're kind of pushing the limits and going further. So the more you can feel and allow yourself, the better. So how do you get keyed in? Well, for him to get keyed in, he had to allow himself to go back and notice all the feelings he was having, and then the memories naturally flow as you release every aspect of it. And so here's the difference. So say you have a fear of speaking in public, right? And focus on the fear of speaking in public. I'm sure some of you might have a fear of speaking in public. On a scale of 1 to 10, think right now. Okay, speaking in public, what do I have on a scale of 1 to 10? You want to put it in the chat? On a scale of 1 to 10 with public speaking, what is it? What is it when you think about it? A 2, a 1. I don't know if I'm actually looking at the right numbers. Some 2, 4, 7, 9 to 8, 5, 4. Okay. Good. All right, think about this. Think about you have a speech scheduled, okay? And you are waiting down near the stage or in the back room behind the curtain, and you're about to go up. You have a speech that you have scheduled, and they're about to call your name, and you're going to go walk out in front of 500 people, okay? And all of a sudden they say, now welcome to the stage, and you hear your name. Augustine, welcome. Okay? They hear you hear your name, you go out, you walk out, you shake the person's hand who introduced you. Ah, thank you. You hear the applause of everyone. All of a sudden you notice the change of lights. They're so bright coming down on you. In fact, they're so bright that they're hot. You look out into the crowd. You see everyone applauding. And then they stop applauding and they're waiting for you to say something. You walk up to the podium, you feel the podium, you adjust the microphone. You hear the sound of the microphone and the sound system. You hear your breath. You start to sweat a little bit. You forgot about what you're going to say. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your fear of public speaking now? And do you start to notice feelings in your body? Right? Or thoughts or emotions. Okay? And the question really is, did it go up from the first time? I guess someone said 10. Peter must have cleared already. He's got a 0. That's great. An 8. So the point is, the more descriptive and deep you can get into what you're triggered with and where your challenge is, the more you'll get keyed in. And so if I gave you the same sequence on both of them, you get way more on the second one because you're so much more keyed in, if that makes sense, right? So very basic, very fundamental, but huge, right? And this is how we do conversational hypnotic regression, just by getting you into the emotion and reliving the experience. And then if I had you one-on-one, I'd be asking you the questions where you'd be telling me the information. Would be even more powerful than me suggesting it to you on a live call with everybody here. But if you're asking yourself, okay, what else is happening? What do I do next? What happens here? So forth. And so that was pretty much the whole lesson. And so basically, when do you feel the money block the most? Well, for Xavier, he's like, well, when I hang out with my rich friend, I feel rejected. And so how do we clear him? Okay, imagine you go hang out with your friend. Okay, where are you? What's happening? How do you feel? Okay, you get where you feel it the most, then you clear it there. So just notice when we're going through these, when do you feel this? Put yourself in those situations you felt before, right? Or for public speaking, you could think about a future scenario. Like maybe none of you have spoke on stage, but maybe when you think about it, it's actually triggering to do that. And then you're just finding a specific moment in time, not general, very specific moment in time, and reliving it with all the perceptions, see, hear, feel, touch, smell, heartbeat, perspiration, sense of time. There's 50 to 70 different perceptions like this, but you just immerse yourself into it, right? See, hear, feel, touch, smell is really the main ones. Any questions on that? A little bit informative there, not so interactive, but this is huge, and it'll make all the difference with your clearing, because I want to help you guys get the most out of it. I want all of you to come back and say, I made 600 grand, right? And so Dr. Walker, she's already doing clearings, right? She's doing her EFT. So she's being proactive already, which makes it a lot easier, by the way. If you're doing clearings on your own, you come here, it's going to be so much easier because you've already got so much of the callousness off. You can actually feel and allow yourself to go deeper. And then you allow yourself to feel what comes up next, because you're basically going to treat every layer like a new thing. And so after you clear one thing, hey, it's not over. You go back to the sore spot or however much, and you know what? Even though I'm sad about what I was angry about before, I still love and accept myself. Even though I feel some depression now as I go deeper, right? And so going down the layers is also very key and important, as I'm sure you can imagine or already know. Right? So some key factors there. Are you still with me? Are you still here? So great to see you all with your cameras on. So fantastic. Because the question is, what is an emotion? Some people, it's like, it's a mystery. But it's an actual thing. It's not a mystery. If you know what an emotion is, it's easier to deal with, right? And so if you start to notice, like say, sensations in your body and things, you're going to notice that different emotions flow differently through the body. And so this is where the tapping comes in, or the other, like a nervous system correction and things. Right? Anger. You have the energy flowing all in the upper portion of the body, almost about where the liver is, which is usually associated with anger. And so we have the liver point you can tap, which is on the ribs, but generally it's not that simple. There's a lot more going on. And so the reason why you feel bad is because you have a blockage in the energy meridian system, or the nervous system, or the chakras, or the dantians, that's stopping energy flow, which then compresses it, and I've had it up to here. Well, you don't have it down here at all. So of course you do. That makes sense. And there's a lot of different ways you can feel, right? A pretty cool depiction to see that, right? Because like it's energy blockages. So this is how this stuff works. And then with knowing that, we know the most fundamental basic I've found with Roger Callahan is that negative feelings are caused by perturbations, blocks, a stoppage within the thought field, the energy field. And that's all it is. Your negative feeling that has a huge story behind it is just a block in your energy field. So you can clear it too. Very simple. All right. So I think you guys are prepared, prepped up, ready to go. Clear some energy blocks.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Welcome, Thaddeus. Super glad you're here. Haven't seen you in a while. Thaddeus is asking,
welcome.
What is a perturbation?
Perturbation, a blockage. You ever hear someone say, I'm feeling perturbed? That's a term, right? Basically a blockage, a stoppage, a constriction, perturbing the flow. And thank you for asking that. I usually have a definition with that slide, but I was trying to cut it down. But why would I cut out the definition? It was going to make you guys, I should have kept it in. Okay. Now that I know that, that was the first time I ever took that definition part out. And I know I will not anymore. Thank you, Thaddeus. I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, so are we good? We're caught up on questions? Ready to start clearing?
Yeah, I like to think of a perturbation as a dam in the river. If our body is full of like waterways, the perturbation is like a block or like a rock or a stick that's like blocking that sweet flow of water, which is our energy field.
So like a perturbation, like with anger, there's likely a perturbation. Oh, my mouse is there. Somewhere in the system here, right? Solar plexus stuff, right? Or even in the heart, somewhere around there or in between. Middle dantian. Right? So where's the blockage? Where's the perturbation?
We have another great question.
What's that?
From Amazing Whim is, when do the past life blocks come up?
A lot. Almost all the time.
Every moment.
Yeah. I mean, it's said that there's likely nothing that's new in this lifetime.
Right.
And if we go back on the time track, which is, can be controversial, it goes back extremely far beyond what you can imagine. How long have we been living? How long has life been going on? How long has there been evolution? How long have you been a spark of the light of God? I don't know. That's a rabbit hole, but it's pretty much everything. And so that's why keying in is so important, because the more you key into the emotion, allow yourself to feel and get yourself in the moment and get yourself feeling it, you transcend through the timeline deeper. So I could say, yeah, we're going to clear past lives today, or just get keyed in and clear as much as you can, and you're going to get back there, and you'll affect the DNA at the same time too. And if you have blocks in your DNA, it's because you manifested it, because you're the perfect vibrational match. So a lot of it is past life. So we have some astrological alignments. Lotus, would you like to share and help everyone understand what we all might be going through at the same time?
Yeah, this is just so vast and big and powerful and beautiful and amazing, and I'm literally vibrating with excitement to get to share this with all of you, especially since everything you have brought up tonight, all of your shares have related exactly to this powerful planetary alignment, which happens yearly. Okay, this is a yearly thing. And that is that the planet of love, Venus, the planet of abundance and wealth, the billionaire planet, is lined up exactly today with the sun. Okay, and so what is the sun? The sun is the soul. Okay, the sun could be our connection to source, right? It's light, it's eternal light. And so what happens when the planet of love and the soul come together as one is you get a portal for instant manifestation, miracles, abundance like you would not believe, okay? And it is compounded, right? Exactly. Happy birthday, Christy. Day before your birthday. Exactly. And it is compounded. This is going to be a special year for you. It is compounded by the fact that it is in the sign of Taurus. And I know a lot of you don't study astrology. You may be no idea what Taurus means. But in astrology, Taurus is material wealth. It's the billionaire sign. It's all about our ability to manifest the big money in the material realm. And so this aspect tonight is really about connecting to the heart of the matter, the heart of who we are, what it is we love, and allowing the divine radiance of our soul presence to come through and blast out and create whatever it is we want to create when it comes to money, to wealth, to abundance, to riches. This is probably the most powerful point for this. And there's more that I'm going to share with you soon here. But that's why I contacted Michael and I said, we have to do this call because the alignment is so profound. And the effects of this are going to last for the next 10 months. And so this is like the window. This is like the seed. This is the beginning of what's coming over the next 10 months. And so right now, right before the new moon, it's such a good time to set your intention for what you want to create in your physical reality. What is it that you're just so excited for? And so June 6th is the new moon. And the new moon is the most powerful time to set intention. 1 second.
I want to... So right now, the sun and Venus are in 22 degrees Taurus.
That's right.
Right? Mm-hmm. And so something else that you brought up and you found was that Andrew Carnegie also has an alignment very similar to that in his birth chart.
Yeah. Let me show you here. So Venus, for all of you who are unfamiliar with astrology, is the billionaire planet. And so when I'm doing astrology readings, I will look at your charts and I'll say, where is your Venus? because that's like your greatest wealth creating capacity. And so I was listening to a very, 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 very well-known teacher of mine, and she was talking about how she had studied billionaire charts, people who were famous in history for making billions of dollars. And I'm listening, and then she says, and Andrew Carnegie, his chart, blah, 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 blah. And I said, oh my God. And so I immediately did the chart.
You're like, hey, I've been reading Think and Grow Rich.
I literally was in my book club last week reading about how, yes, it just was so aligned. I felt synchronicity at work here. And so what I saw was that Andrew Carnegie's Venus, right, his billionaire planet, is in the house of the billionaire. And so every house in an astrological chart, 1 through 12, represents an arena of our lives. Okay, so house 2 is our money house. Venus is our biggest money planet. And so Andrew Carnegie, of course, has his biggest money planet in the biggest money house, which shows us he's going to make a ton of money. Okay, it just like it's duh. Like any astrologer would say that. Now, what's really special about this is that directly opposite the chart, creating what is called an opposition or creating a polarity, an energetic magnification, is a fixed star called Rigel. And Rigel is known, according to astrologers, for manifesting in the charts of billionaires. And so his fixed star of Rigel is literally exactly opposite his Venus. So his billionaire planet and the fixed star Rigel are literally in this magnetic activation in his chart.
Yeah.
So why does that apply to us? Why am I bringing this up tonight?
Right.
Okay. Well, Michael, would you take us back to the chart for tonight?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So 22 degrees of Taurus, Sun, 22 degrees of Taurus, Venus. Okay. Now jump on over to Andrew Carnegie's chart and let's check out Rigel.
Right, and this is Taurus right here, 22
Taurus
degrees.
right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so in the far
I probably have to
right.
Zoom in more.
See that circle on the top right? That is the fixed star Rigel at 24 degrees. Now, when you're an astrologer, you get excited about numbers. You get excited about numbers being that close together because it creates an aspect. And so tonight, the Sun, which is soul, and Venus, which is love, the heart, and the billionaire planet, is conjunct the fixed star Rigel, like 2 degrees away from it, which is the billionaire star. So not only is it
that's fixed and always in that point.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Exactly.
So it's always in that point in Taurus,
right?
24 degrees, and so now we're like pretty much right up to it.
Right. So we have the billionaire planet, Venus, and the fixed star Rigel, and the Sun coming together tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does that mean?
So what does it mean? What does it mean for all of us?
mean?
What is it keying in, or how can we utilize this here today?
It means that if you have a destiny, if you have a fate, if you have a desire to create massive wealth, this cycle of Venus that starts today, and Venus will begin to rise into the evening star over the next 10 months. This is an opportunity for you for incredible manifestation, to set the seed for how big you want to plant your wealth garden. How much money would you like to call in? How much wealth would you like to have? What type of wealth would you like to have? Okay, that is what this shows me. 26 million euro, exactly. Go big, because you don't often have the star of the billionaire, the planet of the billionaire, and the Sun together at the same time. Okay, and Michael will attest. How many readings have you witnessed me do that were completely accurate, on point, spot on?
I'm trying to think of one that wasn't, and I don't think I have found one, unless it's one where the person didn't give you the right birth time or something.
Right.
But
right.
It's been every single one. It's been dozens.
Dozens.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Many
spot
dozens.
on.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you know, part of it is the type of astrology I do is based on the actual stars, but I'm not going to give you an astrology lesson. What I'm here for is to get you really excited and really pumped up, especially since we're near the new moon, to think big, to dream big, to really call in. You know, you want a yacht, you want a big house. Maybe you just want to have enough money to pay the bills. Maybe you just want to have consistency in your income. Maybe you just want to feel safe and secure because Taurus, as well as Rigel being in Taurus, being the billionaire star, Taurus is about security, it's about safety, and it's about grounding. And so with so much energy there, we're craving that. We're craving security. We're craving grounding. We're craving to feel secure with our money flows. It's a big topic right now.
So
the world is talking about money.
So if this stimulates more security and grounding and security, then if someone has a block to it, it's probably going to be triggering for them. It's probably going to bring up like a block to not feeling grounded.
Yes.
And not being secure and so forth.
Exactly. And I just want to answer, someone said in the chat, this is so cool, Michael. It just keeps adding up. I just keep getting more and more excited, you guys. I'm so glad you're here. So someone said in the chat that it is an 8-year...
Your hair looks amazing.
Oh, that's not... Thank you. It's all natural. Yeah. So someone said in the chat that this is... Yours does too, by the way. This is an 8-year. Okay? And so... What does that mean? What is numerology? Well, the study of numbers goes all the way back to Pythagoras. It's ancient. It's an ancient study. And so this year being an 8-year, 8-year is known as the money number. Okay? Why is that so cool? Well, if we had on the other slide, it would show us that tonight, when we started this call, the sun and Venus are at 22 degrees. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. What does that equal?
I think it's 8.
8.
Yeah.
So it's an 8 money year. We're having this huge, right, in the material realm, manifesting the greatest abundance, the greatest wealth. The light of the sun, the soul is shining on that activation, and it's an 8-year. At the beginning of this year, I predicted that 8 years ask us to bring our dreams, what's in the ether, into physical form. That's it. So bringing your dreams, this year's focus, bringing your dreams into reality, making them real, making them tangible, touchable, right? Big wealth in all areas of our lives. That's right, sister. That's right. Dreaming big, because this is a big opportunity. This is a big moment. And now we are amplifying it with the power of the mastermind. We're including Andrew Carnegie in our discussion. I tell you what,
He's here in spirit
I heard that, I felt his energy come through, and I thought, that's right. It is time for the spiritual seekers, right? Solar light, the heart, to finally embody and draw in wealth and abundance. It's time. That's what we are here for. Yeah. So I have a really good feeling that we are going to blast through some blocks in the way of that huge vision.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, let's get started right now. So, and just off the basis of it, right? Thinking about money, planting your seeds for the big dream, what does that even bring up for you right now? Notice what it brings up for you. And I would encourage you, if you have a pen and paper, kind of write some stuff down. If you notice stuff that's like, oh, this is a little bit hard. I notice there's a block here. I have this kind of emotion. You're right. If you write it down, you have it on the paper, you can be looking at it. It helps you keep staying focused on it. So thinking about money in that way. Okay, and I want you to focus on your chakra system. And in your chakra system, it goes above your head, right? You have a crown chakra. You have a chakra above your head here. Okay, and I want you to go 7 chakras above your head. So almost like a body length above your head. And this is is termed the God head chakra, right? And so think about money in this way. And we're going to open the flow of money in that way. Okay, 7 chakras up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to do an energy toxin release with a head squeeze, if you've seen it. I'm going to demonstrate it here on the screen in a minute. And we're going to do it 7 times. Okay? It doesn't matter which hand, which side. You're going to be squeezing the head when you breathe on the exhale. So it's going to look like this. I'm focusing on 7 chakras up. I'm thinking of money in the way that just gets stimulated right now. Deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze. 7 times. Okay? Focus on money with your big dream. If you have a big dream, creating a big dream. Right, we've got Mr. Carnegie on the screen here. Talk about a big dream, right? Focus on your heart chakra. Head squeeze on exhale twice, focusing on money with your big dream in the heart. You can take a moment to actually focus on it. Having the money for my big dream. Having big money from my dream. Focus on having big money. What is big money to you? Right, we're going to stretch your imagination here. This is like dream building, right? Andrew Carnegie sat down. How much did he want? 500, 600 million, 100 and something years ago? What would it be for you? Not that everyone's going to be billionaire status, but, you know, right? Big money. Tune into that. Imagine what it would be like. Imagine what it feels like. And notice anything that stops it from feeling good. Head squeeze normally on exhale 5 times as you think about that. And I could be playing background music and stuff while we're doing this, but really I'd rather have the silence so you can focus and confront yourself. Very good. Okay, now with this big dream, this big money, now imagine feeling grounded with it. What would that be like? Having the money actually physicalized. Feeling comfortable with it. Grounded with the big money and the big dream. Focus on your heart chakra. You can put your hand over your chest to put the focus there. Tap the side of the hand. I want to be even better with being grounded with my big dream. I want to be even better at being grounded with my big dream. Under the nose, I will be even better with being grounded with my big dream. Then tap the collarbone. I got both sides, thumb and index, middle. I am always even better at being grounded with my big dream. Okay, very good. Security, secure, being secure. Being secure with your big dream. What's the feeling of security like? We're going to clear just secure. Secure. Feeling secure. Secure in your being. Secure with who you are. Secure with what you have. Okay, hand over the chest. You're going to focus on the middle dantian, which is not the chakra. It's a more dense energy. It's more like the electrical field of the heart, more so than the spiritual energy. We had a mentor that was a physician or a surgeon's assistant. They were doing an open heart surgery, and as an initiation on his first day, they had him take his glove off, and they took his finger and they had him touch the guy's heart, and he got shocked. So I wonder what kind of field is there. Secure with your big dream. Side of the hand, I want to always feel secure with my big dream. Feel it, notice it, see it, hear it. And then collarbone, I am always secure with my big dream. Very good. Okay. Focus on feeling secure with your big dream. Tap your chin. Side of the hands. Secure with my big dream. You can even say it. Now you're going to focus on the center of the head, the upper dantian, the field of the head. Secure with your dream. Now you're going to do the head squeeze on inhale 7 times, focusing on the center of your head, secure with your big dream. Squeezing on inhale. Center of the head. And then deep breath in and out. Okay, Lotus, how are you doing? Or how are we doing?
I think we're doing great. Do you want me to look at some more levels here with you, or what do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Please pull up the first chart.
Yeah, we'll go back.
Okay.
I love having his picture on there. You know, it really stimulates.
It's
Okay.
helpful, right?
You want the whole thing? The magnified version.
That's fine,
Bam.
yeah.
Here we go.
So I want everyone to notice here how many planets are in the sign of Taurus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so Michael clearing security was so good because that's what Taurus is about. It's about the earth, it's about security, and it's about grounding, especially around our wealth and our abundance. So now I want to tune in to the heart because I looked into what parts of the body the planets rule. Okay, so I don't know if you know this, but each planet relates to a body part. And
Oh, there was a
these-
good picture you had. I didn't put it in the presentation, but yeah.
Right. Medical doctors actually used to have to study astrology up until the 1690s in order to get their degree.
Wow, really?
And so they would use astrology as a tool
Now they
to
would not dare.
tune in. Right. So here we go. I'm bringing in a little medical astrological information for you all. So what
Okay.
does Venus relate to? It relates to the throat, to speaking and expressing. And what does the sun relates to? It relates to the heart. And so Michael and I were talking about manifesting big wealth and how valuable and important it is to do something that we're really inspired by and that we really love, that we're just like so like excited about, right? And so it feels like this activation is bringing light to the heart,
Yeah.
right? The light to what it is that we want. And I feel like it might be really powerful
How's
to
that sound?
clear. Whew, this is deep, y'all. The heart, how is the heart around money? How is it around, do we feel, how do our hearts feel about being wealthy? What is in our heart? And
Yeah.
what about knowing what we want to do, what we love? Are we aligning what we love with making money? Is it
Yeah.
flowing? Do we feel that we can do what we love and make huge amounts of money? Is there flow there?
Right. Yeah, we just had a couple clearings in the heart area already, right? So, and I would have not brought that up unless it was actually specifically needed for everybody. So it's not like because I'm looking at this and there's the heart. No, the block really was there. Okay, everyone feeling okay? Feeling good? Hope you feel a couple clearings on that last one there.
I can already feel, Michael, that this one is pretty deep. I just kind of felt a wave through the collective, just talking about the heart and money, and just how deep of a relationship that is. So our relationship to money, like our heart level relationship to money itself, to wealth. Oof.
Okay.
I feel that.
Your relationship to money at the heart level. What does that feel like?
Oof.
So everyone just tune in, right? There's a lot of gunk there. There's so much gunk there. And if you can tune in deeper and start to feel and become aware of it, do the head squeeze on exhale 3 times as you feel that. Take your right hand, make a finger knuckle with the index and middle fingers. You're going to touch this on your left collarbone point. So the collarbone point is just below the collarbone in the open rib, about 1 inch or 1.5 centimeters out from the center. And so my right hand is going to be on the left side of the body with the fingers touching, and that's it. I'm also going to tap on the back of the hand in between the pinky and ring finger metatarsals. As I focus on that heart, that money, of the energy of money in the heart, relationship with money. What is your relationship with money? The connection with it. How has it been? What's it been like in your family? Take a deep breath and hold. Halfway out. Hold. All the way out. Hold. Halfway in. Breathe normally. Keep your focus there. Notice how it feels. You're going to focus on the throat chakra. And you're going to think about your relationship with money. Head squeeze on inhale 5 times. Squeezing on inhale. Side of the hands after that. Rub the sore spot. Acknowledge how you feel with what might have been brought up so far. Does anybody have something on the surface of what's being keyed in and stimulated as we're focusing here? These are kind of general focuses so far. So, go ahead, unmute.
It's a little bit scary thought. It's like something comes up about death and money.
Okay, something comes up with death and money. Like what? So how about this? So you're going to rub the sore spots. Even though I feel something about death and money, I still love and accept myself.
Even though I feel something about death, I still, around money, I still love and accept myself.
There you go. Deep breath in and out. Angela, what do you have? Go ahead.
Hi, Michael. Yes, I felt same actually as amazing whim. I felt the deep sadness and about death. Today actually is the anniversary of my ex-husband's death.
Wow.
He committed suicide 4 years ago today, and it's just
Goodness.
that's why I wanted to be on this call, even though it's 3 a.m. I wanted to be here. And also, he died a multimillionaire. It was it was really strange, but he was become mentally ill.
Yep.
And took his own life.
Okay. Do the head squeeze on exhale 3 times, focusing on your heart chakra with this. And I encourage everyone else to...
Is that right?
On exhale, yes. And I encourage everyone else to follow along. Notice yourself get keyed in. If you can start to feel and empathize and sympathize at all, you can start to clear that too. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you still feel it?
Having expressed it, it feels better.
Yeah, it does.
We're trying to welcome the sadness.
Yeah.
It's not overwhelming. I know it's there, but it's not overwhelming.
Well, under the conditions, I don't know if I want to do a release with you to help you feel more sadness, but
no, I'm fine. I'm happy to do that. So
if you want, you can. I test for it. I got to know. Okay. Focus on 7 chakras below your root. So, for some of you guys that don't know, you have your chakras in your body, right? And then you have a chakra at your knees. That's 1 below the root. Chakra at your feet, 2 below the root. And these are main chakras. 3 below the feet, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thinking about this death energy with money. Wim, I hope you're also following along and doing this.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Focusing on 7 chakras below, death with money. Under the nose, I will be even better at getting over this. And then collarbone, I am always even better at getting over this. Head squeeze on exhale twice, focusing on 7 chakras below. I am always even better at getting over this. Okay, Angela, how you feeling?
Yes, great, thank you.
Good. Wim, how are you at? Where you at?
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel better. Yeah.
Pretty simple.
I think so.
Yeah. So clearing those chakras are key, right? And we did a, where was it? Which call was it, Lotus, that we did we did clearing at like 230 something levels below the root chakras, some crazy
285 levels down, Michael. That was off the charts, and it was our last call. It's a live call. It's on Facebook. Feel free to grab it. Yeah, you know, I was looking, I was thinking about the astrology chart and this death thing that has been coming up a lot, actually, in a lot of our clearings. And there's actually a planet called Pluto that is what is called retrograde right now, which means Pluto deals with, it's called the god of the underworld. It deals with death. It's the planet of death. And it being retrograde means that it's bringing up things from the past for the collective around death. And right now, tonight, the moon, which is emotion, it's the collective mood of everyone, right? It's the energy. It's in Taurus, which is being grounded, which is being, you know, kind of safe and secure. And it's in a relationship with Pluto, the god of death and the underworld. And so very likely that emotionally people could be having past memories around death coming up to the surface, as well as having this incredible gateway, right? And life is full of these polarities, both the great positive and also the great challenges intertwined.
I feel some fear coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, Wim.
You're
treating us like a one-on-one call.
Okay, got it.
You have fear coming up. What kind of fear? Fear with what?
Maybe because of the dark. Okay, I'm gonna calm down a little bit. Yes.
Fear of the dark. I'm sorry. What was it?
There's first just a little bit of the fear. Just fear.
What makes you fearful?
Not being in control, basically.
Not being in control of what?
That something unexpected can happen, basically.
Yeah. There you go. What in the past that has been unexpected happened like this?
Sorry?
What kind of event in the past where something came up unexpected reminds you of this, that you're fearful of?
The multiple things, basically. Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Multiple things, basically things about stress. Basically, how do you say that?
Stress?
Maybe some failures or something.
Based on failures or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael, a lot of people, like 4 people, have just written in the chat that they feel something stuck in their throats. Just
interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay, tap on the side of your hands. Thank you for pointing that out.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck in my throat, stuck in my throat. Wow. How about that? This is why I like the communication. Great. Head squeeze on inhale 4 times. Focus on that stuck in the throat. Okay. Okay, what do you still feel stuck in the throat? You can comment that. Do you still feel stuck in the throat?
I feel better.
Well, you're in reversal, Wim. Tap the side of your hands again. Now rub your sore spot and really acknowledge how you feel.
Oh. Yeah, people are still feeling it.
Okay,
Some
good.
people very intensely for the last 2 days and getting stronger now on the call.
So Wim, I want you to do the sore spot and continue acknowledging how you feel one after the other. Even though I feel this, I love and accept myself. Even though I feel that, I love and accept myself. I want you to go through as many things as you feel, and we're going to come back to you.
Okay. I have to say it out loud?
By yourself, yeah. You can do it in your head.
Like what I feel in my body, or?
Yeah, in this moment right now, like you just brought up a lot of stuff, and you kind of have hints of this and that and this. So just start to acknowledge every little hint you have, one by one.
I just feel a little bit like tingling in my legs, basically. I'm feeling getting stronger. Yeah.
Oh.
And calmer.
Okay.
Yeah. Now I feel basically the tension in my shoulders, my back, getting a little bit looser. Yeah.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Really,
Like I said again, you're in a reversal, and so you're telling me good things instead of addressing the negative things that you have that you just spoke about, and so this is the trick to this. Which is good. You focus on positive and trying to expand on that, but you have things you need to acknowledge to get you out of the state you're in.
Okay. Can I drink some water?
You can drink water. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna address the people who have a thing in their throat, and we're gonna come back to you. Okay? Enjoy your water. Okay, so for those of you still have a thing in your throat, I want to make sure we follow these sensations as you're going through it.
Oh, and Michael, Maury also said something about his knee now. So there's just all these talking body parts, which is great.
That is, it's telling a story. Who got strangled and choked and hung for money and things like that, right? Not to...
Too many of us.
Okay, so focus on 5 chakras below your root. Head squeeze, inhale twice, noticing the sensations you feel in your body. I saw there was a big charge that was released. There's still a little more of the throat. Follow the sensations through the body. It may have moved through your throat, to your mouth, in your head, or down to your chest.
All right. Maury's saying, wow, yes, that's good. We're getting some clearing here.
Okay. Focus on the center of your head. Tap your collarbone. I am even better at getting over this. Very good.
Okay. I'm back now.
Okay, we'll get back to you in a minute. Continue to follow along with this as well.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody still feel a thing in their throat? Fidel feels something in his neck. That was 2 minutes ago. It might be different now. Maury, you said, wow, yes. Okay, the pain. I would imagine you said, wow, yes, because the pain has subsided or changed.
Yeah,
Very
it's
good.
gone.
Awesome. Good to hear, man. Great to hear your voice. Cool. Okay, Peter, you got your hand up. Go ahead.
I had a really strange, as I was just going through the first phase, and it was kind of scary. That I remember that, since I was a kid, I was afraid of the water, deep down water, the darkness inside of it. And as we go through a feeling of the center of your relationship between your heart and money, I just saw somebody at the kind of like shouting on top of the bridge and
Tap your side of your hands.
Money down.
Very good.
And that was a scary moment for me. I don't know if it's just an imagination or something happened in the past.
Yeah, whether it's real or imagined, it's telling a story and it's helping you get to show something. So, and we know this in hypnotherapy, whether it's real or imagined with past lives or not, it's still incredibly effective, whether you believe it or not. So, you're just the observer. You just allow your mind to tell you things. I want you to focus on do the sore spot. Acknowledge that fear and the feeling you have now.
Even though I feel fear in my heart,
Yeah.
I still accept myself.
There you go. And notice the feeling of this fear. Everyone else, do everything you can to focus on a fear you may have, like this, if it got keyed in. If not, just follow along as well. You're going to focus on many levels down below your root. 82 levels below your root chakra. And so now we're going into a thing called, like Dante's Inferno. This is like kind of hell realmish kind of stuff. This is when like the really crazy, intense, irrational fear and emotions I've noticed come up with for a lot of people. So 82 levels down with this fear. And tap your ribs, which is the base of the ribs. Deep breath in and out.
Even though I feel. Even though I feel. If it's a bit cold, I'm feeling better now. Even though I felt fair, I'm feeling better now.
Yeah, you're doing great. Good. Keep going with that.
Hmm?
Keep going with that.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going up from that. So 82 levels down. Very good. Okay. And now focus on the chakra at your feet with the fear. Head squeeze, inhale twice. Fear, chakra at the feet. Okay, Peter, where are you at? 1 to 10?
So I would say
I'm sorry?
4.
Peter, what is your number?
my number is it started as almost 8. Right now it's 4.5.
4.5. How do you experience that 4.5?
I just have the really rapid heart beating right now. Just
Good.
kind of anxiety.
Side of the hands? Rub your sore spot. Practice acceptance with what you feel. Keep going. What are you saying? I'm gonna help guide you here. Plus, it helps
Even
everyone.
though I feel scared, I still accept myself.
There you
Even
go.
though
Good.
I feel anxious, I still accept myself. Even though I feel sad, I still accept myself.
Okay, focus on 3 chakras below your root, the chakra below your feet. Christy says, my fear around my family and getting attacked around being rich came up because of past lives around this. Awesome. Great focus. Awesome. Okay, 3 chakras below the root. And tap on your collarbone. Seven chakras below your root. Head squeeze, inhale twice. Left hand knuckle, left collarbone point. Chrissy, this is also for you. Tapping on the back of the hand in between the pinky and ring finger metatarsal. Focus on the fear. The fear with money, fear of becoming rich, fear of being criticized, fear of people killing you, fear. Okay, notice how you feel. Focus on your heart chakra. Head squeeze on exhale 9 times, focusing on the heart chakra and these fears. All right, you guys doing great. This is like a workout class. Side of the hands. Okay, and then normally, without being in the chakras, notice what else is left of that fear. Think about what makes you fearful, right? You could get attacked. Something unexpected is going to happen. Head squeeze on exhale twice. We had a woman recently, and I'm not going to say who it is, but she recalled that cocaine had something to do with what she was dealing with. Had her do the head squeeze exercise. After that, she could taste the cocaine in her throat, even though she hasn't done it in 15 years. It's a very profound exercise. Okay. Peter and Christy, where are you guys' numbers at?
Well, mine just disappeared. That's so amazing.
Okay. All right.
Oh, all right, everyone. Michael will probably be on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if he's not back here soon, there he is. There he is. Welcome back, Michael. I saw you on there. Okay. 1. Okay. So while we are waiting for him, are you there, my friend? Okay. I want you to just rub your hands together. and just put into your hands anything and everything that's been brought up so far. Okay? Just put it on in there. Michael will be back here soon. Sometimes the Wi-Fi cuts out, right? So just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out and just put all that fear, right? All that fear energy around money, all that stuff with your family, right? All the fear of money being taken. It's intense. It's freaking intense. So imagine that fear coming out of your cells, right? Coming out of your DNA. That's good. That's good. You might yawn. Let the yawn out. That's good. Yawning is good. Really focus on the feeling of fear in your body and give it to your hands. Let your hands be a magnet to pull it up and out. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. All that stuff you've been holding in for millenniums through your ancestry, through your DNA, through your bloodline. All that fear around money. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Ah, feel it release out. Fantastic. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. By the power of God, by the power of source, by the power of creator of all that is, it is commanded all this fear be pulled and cleared out of your source fields, out of the core of your body, out of the genetic layer, out of the soul level, out of the historical level by the power of God. All this fear out of the group, out of your cells, out of your DNA by the power of God. It is commanded all of that fear release and clear now through all levels and layers, through all directions of time and space. Thank you, God. And it is done, and it is done, and it is done. And we ask it to be replaced now with the beautiful, pure, unconditional love of unconditional love of unconditional love of the creator of all that is, that pure source field of just pure peace and unconditional love just showering down through all of your cells, through all of your DNA, through your source code, cleansing, rinsing, and washing you completely clean. Whew, completely clear. You might want to do this a couple times to just clear out your energy field. Woo, that was a workout, huh? That was some fireworks. Yeah, happy people. Woo, does it feel lighter or what? Woo, thank you, Michael. Thank you. Michael, you're back. You're back. Hallelujah. All right. Fantastic. I can't hear you. Where'd you go? Oh, come on.
Was muted. Ah,
Oh,
I was booted there for a second.
glad
Thanks
you're
so much.
back.
Yeah, thank you for stepping in. And the power of Lotus. Holy cow, watch out. It's serious. Okay. And I do test for having her come in. But it was aligned beyond my control. Great. Perfect. Cool. So let's get back to where we were here. Okay, so next one.
Yes, thank you,
Anybody have
Michael.
any, if anything is like outstanding or you can't handle it, is there anything like that? Like something like, oh my God, I'm experiencing something, I'm dealing with a big thing. That's the thing I'm most concerned about. When that does come up, we can help you clear it so you don't get, lost. Next, we're gonna move to the next item here, which is doing what you love. Right? Doing what you love. Think about that. Are you doing what you love? How do you feel when you think about doing what you love? Do you even know what you love to do? Right? So wherever you're at, thinking about that. Doing what I love. Can you imagine and picture it and start to feel it? Are you already doing what you love and you want to expand it even further? Or maybe you're just like, I don't even know. Good. Bring it up. It's amazing once you start to clear all the things that just snap into place and the ideas you're able to get, because the only thing that's blocking it are the perturbations.
Can I add a little specificity to this doing
Absolutely.
what
Yeah.
we love thing?
Yeah.
I think we all kind of have something we love, right? Whether that's going to the beach or playing with children or doing a career or purpose we love. But how many of us feel that we can do what we love and receive an adequate, secure income?
Yeah. That's what I meant to put there. Oh,
Right.
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing what you love and actually making the money with it.
Yeah. The one.
Yeah. So, well, there's two aspects to it because it's doing what you love, get that strong, and then making money with it. So I kind of go in stages. Okay, what you
Perfect.
love, doing what you love, making money doing what you love, making money, having everything taken care of doing what you love, thriving and making a lot of money doing what you love. Right? There's stages to it. That's
Someone said here, I don't know what I love to do.
yeah, exactly. So focus on that. So that's why I didn't add the money part into because it's doing what you love. Someone doesn't even know what they're doing with their love. So how you can even it's going too far. So too steep a gradient.
Well, it's all there now, so we know where
Oh,
we're going.
yeah. Okay, so doing what you love. Think about doing what you love. Actually doing it. Living it. Loving it. Or not loving it. Heart chakra.
Mm.
Tap on your collarbone. Doing what you love. Focusing on the heart chakra. See, hear, feel, play it in your mind. Head squeeze on exhale 4 times without the chakra, just normally thinking about it, doing what you love. Doing what you love. What do you love to do that you'd like to do more of? Tap on the back of the hand. Roll your eyes around in a circle, up the wall, across the ceiling, down the wall, across the floor. Go the other direction. Count to 5. Close your eyes. Deep breath in and out. Doing what I love. Tap on the back of the hand. Allow yourself to breathe easily and gracefully into your stomach. Nice and slow, easy, unforced, natural. Once you got that, focus on the center of your head. Doing what I love. Head squeeze on exhale twice. Doing what I love, focusing on the center of the head. How much gunk builds up over time, years, decades, of you knowing what you love to do and perhaps not doing it or having a stop on it and all the energy that builds up over time that we're able to release right now. So it's easier to think about and dream about again. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 feeling great, please put in the chat, how good do you feel when you think about doing what you love? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 feeling good. How good do I feel when I think about doing what I love? Okay, generally, got a beautiful vision doing something else I would love to do. There you go. New ideas coming in. It's mostly high numbers. We got a couple of 5s and 7s. There's a 4. Miho got the 10. Fantastic. Way to go. Okay. Doing what I love. There's still some more here. I just wanted to get you guys focused in and seeing where you're at. See if you can bring it up even more. And see how and if you're already at a 10 or a 9, see if you can find other specifics with it. Doing what I love and more of an intricate detail.
What if we focused on knowing what we love specifically? I feel like for me, it's like I love so many things, but then I feel like there needs to be this thing I love that I do, that I share with the world. But I often have so many things. It's like, what is it? What is that thing that I love? Like, what is that thing? Right? Kind of like defining it, knowing what it is.
Okay, so with that focus 5 chakras below your root, knowing what I love to do. Might be a couple things, might be one thing, might not be sure, whatever it is, 5 chakras below. Head squeeze, exhale twice.
Oh,
Okay. And knowing what you love to do, doing what you love. Right hand knuckles on the left collarbone. Again, it's the index and middle fingers. Put right on the underneath the collarbone point that's in between the ribs, an inch out from the center, tapping on the back of the hand in between the pinky and ring finger metacarpals. Focus on what it feels like to do what you love. What is the feeling? What's the nice, big, positive, good feeling that you have when you're doing what you love, or you imagine yourself doing what you love? What are those feelings? Fulfillment, happiness, security, joy, excitement, freedom. Deep breath in, hold. Halfway out. All the way out. Halfway in. Breathing normally. Side of the hands. Okay, doing what you love. We got someone with a 3. I'm tuning into you, Amy. Okay, Amy, you're gonna do sore spot. You're gonna acknowledge how you feel. If you want to unmute. Let's address the big blocks with doing what you love. It's great to see you guys with the 10s. Oh, Dr. Walker, we know you're at the 10. You're living the dream. Amazing. Okay. $88 levels below the root. Doing what you love. What's the fear or the intense negative emotion, the agony that keeps you from doing what you love? Being criticized, not able to do it, setting yourself up for failure. Head squeeze, exhale twice with that focus on inhale. Amy, where are you at now? Wim, the jealousy of other people. I'm sorry, go ahead. Amy.
Still about 2 or 3.
Okay.
It's the feeling that that I'm being blocked from doing what I love.
Yeah.
Because I can't make the money doing that. And it's just this feeling of my whole life being thrown up in the air.
Okay, I'm going to do a different process with you. Everyone, you can follow along. Okay, you're going to take 2 fingers and you're going to put them on the back of the head, right at the base of where the neck and the skull meet in the 2 corners of the occiputs. Okay, just your fingers there into those points. Okay. You're going to have your eyes closed specifically. In a moment, I'm going to have you take a deep breath in. You're going to hold it at the top. I'm going to give you a statement to say. You're going to repeat this statement over and over in your head with the held breath until I say release. Okay?
Yep.
Very good. So deep breath in, hold at the top. Hold it. Say to yourself silently, I release all bitterness with this. I release all bitterness with this. Exhale, release. Okay, you can bring your hands down. Very good. Tap the back of your hand. Breathe normally. Focus on the center of your head. This is like a good recharge. The tapping on the back of the hand keeps the focus engaged. It's funny. I can see where people concentrate, and it's like you ever see when someone has a laser pointer and they point it at a wall really far away, and it's like as much as they try to hold it still, it like shakes everywhere, because of like the nervous system, and it becomes increased as it goes further away. It's like that's how people's attention are. Tapping the back of the hand helps that. Okay. Okay. Amy, go ahead and do the sore spot and acknowledge how you feel.
Even though so much sadness, still deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
Yeah.
Even though I feel hopeless, deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Even though I feel blocked, and pushed into needing to make money more than sticking with what I love. I still deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
Yeah, notice yourself if you feel anything that's going on here, allow yourself to tune into it and follow along. There's going to be a huge, profound moment for a lot of you to release a lot of stuff here. Okay. Very good. You're doing awesome. Focus on your heart chakra. Tap under your nose. I will be even better at getting over this.
I will be even better at getting over this.
Side of the eyes. I will always be even better at getting over this.
Will always be even better at getting over this.
Rub your sore spots, acknowledge how you feel now, and notice your heart chakra at the same time. As you tune into your heart chakra and you feel how you feel, what can you acknowledge and accept right now? This is a huge one. I encourage everyone to follow along with this.
You know, I have this pain in my chest.
Yep, there it is.
It's deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. Even though I feel so tired, I still deeply profoundly love and accept myself.
You see how she's acknowledging and flowing and confronting one after the other? That's the way to do it.
I feel so sad and desperate. I still deeply and profoundly love and accept myself.
Very good. Yeah, doing great. Okay, focus on your upper dantian. Head squeeze on exhale twice. Tap your chin. Okay. Okay, what do you feel now?
Kind of empty.
I'm sorry?
Kind of empty, but
Empty, right.
still this massive pain in my chest.
Pain in the chest, okay. That's why I asked, because there was a big emptiness. I was like, okay, what is that? You obviously look like you're still feeling stuff. So, okay. Pain in the chest. Notice if you have any somatics, sensations with money, fear coming up. Feel your body. You don't feel nothing? Oh, there's stuff there. It's just waiting. You know, I love the meditation. You just lay or sit there and you just notice the feelings that come up, the different parts of your body, right? I feel my ear, feel my knee, feel my arm, feel my back, right? You just like put your attention there, fades. Put your attention there, fades. All this stuff bubbles up. Okay. Pain in the chest. Okay. Pain in the chest. You're going to take two fingers and you're going to go to the top of your head. There's the center point where you usually tap, but then we're going to go just out from the center on both sides with your index fingers, right on the top, tippity top, right on the side of the tippy top. Okay? Those are going to be your top contact points. You're not tapping, you're just holding.
Yeah.
This is bioenergetic synchronization. You're synchronizing those points together.
They're really sore.
They're sore. There we go. Okay. So your block is with benevolence, with this pain in your chest. And so we're going to release the block to benevolence, and notice if you have any soreness or pain in your body, we're going to release it to that. So take a nice deep breath in, hold at the top. Hold. Repeat to yourself silently over and over again. I release all blocks to benevolence with this pain. Exhale, release. Hold your hands there. You're going to do one more. Okay, exhale all the way out. When you're ready, take a nice deep breath and hold. Repeat to yourself silently. I'm so happy, thankful, and grateful for benevolence. Exhale, release. Good. Okay, how's the chest pain now, Amy?
It's
Where are we at?
almost gone.
Okay. What do you still notice?
Feel a lot calmer. I had a massive. After the first one, feeling of betrayal, but that kind of feels.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, -10 and +10, where are you at now?
-10 or +10.
Yeah. Well, anywhere in between. It could be a 0 or a positive or a negative.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Somewhere on the spectrum, right?
Hmm. 5, which is a massive improvement.
Yeah, you're doing great. Isn't she doing great? Focus on your crown chakra. Head squeeze, exhale twice. Thank you, BU. I appreciate that. Okay, very good. Who was it? I was with someone yesterday after the end of the session. He's like, man, I felt like I lost a whole pound of energy. Okay. How are you doing now?
Feel very calm.
Yeah, very good.
Very calm.
Awesome.
Feel slightly shocked. I felt so shit. Excuse me, but so shit for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Massive resistances and
Yeah. It just took a few corrections, right? So thank you for volunteering and thank you for letting me know that was going on.
Michael, may I do a fill up for her?
Yeah.
And this for everyone, because you just cleared a massive amount. So let's call in some energy. So everyone get into the receptive energy here. Okay, get into the receptive. Sometimes I put my palms up as though I'm receiving. Okay. So creator of all that is, it is commanded now. Pure unconditional love healing for Amy and for all of you watching. We command the pure unconditional love of the creator of all that is, of source energy to flow in and fill Amy up with that beautiful, pure, unconditional love, asking this energy to fill all of you up through all the levels, through all the layers, through all directions of time and space, asking that divine, pure, unconditional love and light energy to come shining through, to come showering through. And just rub your hands together. If you're having a hard time receiving that, just rub your hands together and allow any blockages to receiving that unconditional love to just release and clear. Okay. And we just ask divine source spirit to now give Amy the gifts from spirit that she needs to be filled up, whatever those may be, the gifts from spirit. There it is. There's a doggy coming to give you some love. Yeah, some love, asking that love to come in and fill you up. That's perfect. There we go. There we go. And just feeling that love fill you up more and more and more and more. More love, more goodness.
The vibe has shifted and a manifestation has occurred.
There we go. Now he's going to finish the rest of it. There we go.
Nice. Thank you for jumping in with that.
Thank you, Lotus.
That extra little touch. My goodness. Wow. So cool. We got a few of you still with your hands up. Thanks for hanging on as we were going through those processes. Kareem, go ahead.
Hi. So
Hi.
I just want to talk about it because I can clearly see it. I can clearly see what I want and I can clearly see it like happening.
Yeah.
But for some reason, when I see like the money in my power, I feel like it goes away, like it's water. So even though like I feel like in my adult life, I haven't missed anything, I still get scared when I'm the one that
Sore
has,
spot, acknowledge this right now, even though I feel, go ahead.
even though I feel anxious
Yeah.
when I'm in control of money, I still accept and love myself.
Yeah. Good. Tap the side of your hands. Feel your heart chakra. Head squeeze, exhale twice with this feeling. Tap the back of your hand. And again, allow yourself to breathe normally. Then putting your focus on the center of your head with this topic. Not being able to hold money. Money is like water. I'm sure this is very relatable for a lot of people. Right? You're allowing yourself to have this focus and fuel this part of your energy body up. It's been so draining in the past with this, right? Yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, allow yourself to feel. Doing great. At the side of your eyes, I will always be over this. Side of the hand, I want to always be over this. Side of the hand, I want to be completely over this. Side of the hand, I can be completely over this. All right, you're doing great. Under the nose, I will be completely over this. Middle finger, I have always been completely over this. Side of the eyes, I will always be completely over this. All right, doing great. Collarbone, I am always completely over this. Side of the hands, I want to always be completely over this. Side of your hands again. Keep going. Good. 5 chakras below your root. You got your knees, your feet below that. And 4, 5. Head squeeze on exhale 9 times with this feeling. Money's like water. Hard to hold on to it. All right, doing great. Got some tears coming down. Get some releases. How you doing so far? Checking in.
Doing good. Feel better.
Tap the side of your hands. There you go. Okay, focusing on the center of your head again. And tap the back of your hand. You're just focusing on the center of your head. Money's hard to hold on to. What's the story again? Tell me more about it.
So I feel like I'm having this big business and I have
Back
a
of
lot
the
of,
hand. Keep going with the back of the hand. Yep.
and I go and I check my bank account and everything's fine. And then I go to take money out and my bank account's still fine, everything's fine, but I have to go pay bills and it's just anxious, nervous that the money in my account is gonna run out.
Good. Head squeeze, exhale twice, heart chakra. Money's going to run out. Thank you for sharing that. Hope everyone's getting keyed in there. Okay, still keep that focus. Left hand with 2 fingers, and you're going to put it on the left collarbone point. There you go. Perfect. Tapping on the back of the hand. 2 fingers, not the knuckles. Fingers. Yeah. Negative polarity. Okay, good. And you're also focusing on the center of the skull with this, center of the head, right? All these thoughts, money's going to go away, right? So it's all a mental creation. Deep breath in, hold. Keep tapping. Tap, 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 tap. Halfway out, hold. All the way out, hold. Halfway in. Breathing normally. Every hold is at least 5 taps, by the way, on the back of the hand. Unless specified otherwise. Okay. There's more. Okay, how are you feeling? Where are you at? On a scale of 1 to 10. What does it feel like now?
About like 7 or 8.
Okay. Sore spot? What do you feel still? Even though I feel what?
Nervous. Even though I feel nervous, I accept and love myself.
Good. What do you feel nervous about?
Struggling.
Nervous about struggling. Good. Focus on
Um,
the lower dantian, which is just below your belly button. And tap on the back of the hand. As you focus on just below the belly button in the center of the abdomen. This is the energy center that little kids have activated because they have like beer bellies, it looks like, because they have their lower dantian activated. So that's where yours is right now. Struggling. Deep breath in and out. Okay. What do you notice now? What's the story with the struggle?
Growing up, my parents will always make it seem like everything was a struggle. But when we wanted something or when there was need, but then I will see my parents buying unnecessary things.
What did that make you feel?
That made me feel powerless.
Good.
Because
Sore spot. Even though I feel powerless, feel it in your heart chakra. Even though I feel powerless, I love and accept myself. What else? Even though I feel angry, or what else?
um
Are you good? Okay, how are you doing?
I'm doing better. When you mention under the belly button, I can feel tingly
Yeah,
there.
good. There's a lot of energy there. That's good. That's a good sign. That means energy's moving. We're releasing blocks. It's flowing now. It's going to get better. It's getting better. Yeah. Heart chakra again. What's there as you tune into it? What do you still notice?
They upset me.
Tap your collarbone. The upset. Yeah. Good. Face the upset. Bring it up. It's okay. You have it.
They
Welcome.
was annoying me. It's just annoying. Even to this day, like seeing them on their situation, it's annoying because knowing that you can feel better and everything's better, they just choose not to.
Yeah. Notice where that annoying feeling is. It's with you in your heart. Do the exhale on, head squeeze on exhale twice in the heart chakra with that annoyance. Side of the hand with the heart chakra. I want to be even better at getting over this. Side of the hand. I'm getting it from underneath here. So I want to be even better at getting over this annoyance. My parents, what they do. And then collarbone, I am always even better at getting over this. All right. Okay, how you feel now?
I can feel the energy in all my body, like mostly in my arms and my legs.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we do. Good job. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, you're good. You're welcome.
Hey, Michael, we have a question in the chat. I
Question.
want to always be completely over this is an interesting way to phrase things. Just wondering if it is. Let me find it.
Yep. Just wondering if this is always placing intention in the future, although rather than in the present, or is there something I am missing? I suspect there's a good reason for why you phrase it this way. Yes. Asked by BU. So the phrase, I want to always be completely over this. There's a lot of different ways, right? I am over this. I am always over this. I am always completely over this. I'm always even better at being completely over this. So there's many, these are levels of reversals that are being corrected. So, for example, when we say I am over this, and we're tapping the chin, which is the most common associated point with I am, the beingness, a lot of times you think you're over something, but you're not, which is a reversal. You think you're over, but you're not, right? It is, but it's not. But you think it's one thing, but it's not. So that's one way of kind of seeing this. You're correcting your awareness. It could also help you actually start to have the beingness of being over it instead of not being the person that's not over it, right? And so those are some ways to look at it. So that's the first layer of it. The next layer, which is commonly used with the collarbone point, I am always over this. Now you're addressing that beingness in all directions of time. So not just me right now, but me all the time. I am always over this, right? And you notice we also do what's common with the middle finger. I have always been over this. So you're addressing your past, which is important, right? And then, which one did you name? I'm sorry, you said I want. I'm thinking a different one. So I want to always be over this side of the hands. This is actually a new discovery of a reversal statement that I found based off of the clues of what's already been made. So one of the most common reversals are not wanting to be over something because your subconscious thinks it's still going to threaten you in the future with pain and unconsciousness or death or something, right? It's going to threaten your survival. So unconsciously, you don't want to get over a lot of this stuff. And so built in the system by the brilliance of Dr. Roger Callahan, he found that you can address it by tapping on the side of the hand mostly. I want to get over this. But then I found that there's an always element that's there you can also use with the side of the hand. So I want to always get over this, not just right now, but all the time. So it opens the block to be completely released in all directions in time.
It expands it. It includes so many more levels of it. That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's It's an important correction. That's more of an advanced reversal correction, but
So you're clearing both that I want to, all
yeah,
right? Because maybe you didn't want to.
right.
And
You don't want to because it still can threaten you. So
and
your
then
subconscious things.
always is then taking into account every single possible moment in time that you
Right.
might not want to. So it's wow.
Yeah. And then it goes further than that. Then there's also, I want to be completely over this. So then it's like the last little bit that you're still hanging on to will come back around, and I want to be completely. Anyhow, we're going deep on the information here. Don't want to lose you guys. But good question. Stefan, thanks for joining us. No problem, brother.
Michael, there was kind of a big one we may want to clear before it gets too late here.
What's that?
Well, we haven't really talked about this,
What's that?
but one of the aspects of tonight is the sun, right? And the heart being in the center of the sun. And so if we can go back to that first slide.
Oh, Napoleon Hill is about to make an appearance.
Yeah, he's coming. So what is the sun?
What is it?
What is it? What is the sun? Is it life? Is it life force? Is it the soul? Is it the spirit? Is it God? Is it our essence? So what is our connection to sun is gold? Yes, exactly. What is our connection to source, to God? It's sunrise in London with perfect timing. To our hearts, to what we love, and to money. So what I'm kind of seeing here, essentially, everyone, is that if the sun is that great light that shines overhead, I'm seeing us and our crown chakras being the receptors to being able to receive that light down through a channel to the heart. And that through the heart, we actualize what we love, and it's a connection. And so are we connected at our hearts to source and to God? And one of our first, people here tonight, she talked about the clearing around God that has enabled her to make a ridiculously large sum of money. And so if you think about energia, where do we get the most energia from, right? It's from source energy. So if we have any blocks to source energy, how is that affecting our money flow and our ability to manifest and call in major wealth? What do you think about that?
That's major. Yeah. So how do you see that being played out? A person is able to have an intention and a desire to communicate with God to then manifest it. I mean, that's kind of how I see it.
I'm seeing like our ability to hear our higher self guidance. Like,
That's another
Kevin
level.
talks about the oneness field and connecting to the oneness field where we're pure love and light.
Yeah.
And so how able are we to connect to the oneness field? How able are we to connect to oneness, especially around money? Or have we kind of placed oneness and money in separate categories, right? Do we place love separate from money? Have we placed money separate from God? Or is there a divine flow channel between God, love, and money? Are you?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Think about this. Riddle me that. Connecting with God. Think about that. Connecting with God. This is the deep one, and we could have a whole week series of doing these kind of things in all these different types of ways. But this can be super profound. Like Dr. Walker. I mean, her correction was actually pretty fast. She got super keyed in and bam. So connecting to God. That's going to be the starting point. Anybody want to have a better connection to God? Yeah, let's do it. And everyone has, most of you have a reversal on this. Everything is being set up to screw us over in this way. Okay. Okay. Focus on your heart chakra. Focus on connecting to God. Tap your ribs. There's a lot of anger with this. You know, why did God do this to me? Right? Connecting with God. Heart chakra. Crown chakra. Head squeeze, exhale one time, connecting to God. Connecting to source. Connecting to source. 7 chakras above the head. Connecting to source. Head squeeze, exhale twice. Here we go. Good. Just continually notice what you feel. This can be a very subtle experience. For some of you, it might be a little more visceral. Good. Connecting to the universe. Sore spot. Even though parts of me does not feel connected to the universe, I still love and accept myself. What else might be there you can acknowledge?
Even though I don't feel safe to connect to the universe,
Okay, very good. Yeah.
I completely love and accept myself.
Yeah. What else?
Even though I don't know if it's possible to fully connect to the universe.
Yeah.
I completely love and accept myself. Oh, even though I don't feel like I have permission to connect to the universe,
Mm-hmm.
I completely love and accept myself.
Good. Focus on the center of the head. Head squeeze on inhale, connecting to the universe. Okay. And Lotus, could you do your clearing,
Yeah, I
connecting to
just,
the universe?
okay, I just want to acknowledge Thaddeus, who's saying he feels almost sick to his stomach on this one.
All right. So the process that brings it up is the process that helps you get through it. So keep going, buddy.
Okay. So when we rub our hands together, we're actually activating all the chi meridians in the body, and it creates a piezoelectric field that draws up the toxins out of your body. Okay. And so what you want to focus is on the feelings that you're having in your body. When you think about connecting to the universe, connecting to source, connecting to God, feel into your body. What do you feel? What do you notice? What are the symptoms? What are the physical sensations? Connecting to the universe, connecting to God. Feel into it. Feel into it. Oh, yeah. Feel into it. Feel into your body and feel your hands. Really give yourself permission to just let whatever's in there to come out, like be pulled out, like with a magnet. Okay. That's it. Take a nice deep breath in. Feel into your body, feel into connecting with the universe, and any blocks that you may have from this lifetime or any other around connecting to God, connecting to the universe, any oaths, vows, promises, fealties, communities, commitments, contracts, bindings, swearings that you ever made blocking you from connecting to the universe. Everything that brings up or lets down, will you please now deep breath in, deep breath out. Revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate it all. Good. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Let the yawns out. The yawns are good. The yawns are releases. Okay. And now take a deep breath in, feel into your body. Connecting to the universe. And by the power of God, by the power of Creator, by the power of Source, it is commanded that all those blocks, this life or past life or in between lives or through your ancestors, blocking you for connecting to the universe, by the power of God, we command them all to release and clear on the core, on the genetic, on the soul level. We command them to be pulled and resolved on the historical level. There you go. And replaced on all levels with the Creator's truth and definition of pure unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, peace, calm, happiness, love, and joy. Take a nice deep breath in and out. What you got, Michael?
Okay, sore spot. Acknowledge how you feel. I love and accept myself with who I am and where I'm at in life. Regardless of who and what I am, God still loves me. Even if I don't feel this love, I still accept and love myself. It's going to be okay. I'll live through this. I'll get through it.
Feeling God's love.
What else? Keep going. Anybody else want to share with that specific release? This is a big one here. This can be huge. This can change a lot. Okay.
Yes, go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah, I feel confused why I was chosen.
Why what?
Why I was chosen to be in this body. Like why even be in this moment? Like why was I chosen to be right here?
Even though I don't know why I was chosen to be here.
Why
I still love and accept myself.
to be here? I still love and accept myself.
Tap the side of your hands. Heart chakra. Why am I here? Why am I in this body? Why was I chosen to be here? Head squeeze, exhale twice. Tap your ribs. Why was I chosen to be here? Crown chakra. Head squeeze, exhale twice. With that same focus. Head squeeze, exhale 2 more times, just focusing on it, not in a chakra, just normally. Why am I here? Why was I chosen? Wondering. Not knowing. Okay, how do you feel when you think about it now?
It's simple. It's right here. It's to heal.
There you go. You got the answer.
Yeah.
Way to go. Freaking amazing. That's what I'm talking about. That's why we do these, because that's what happens. Once the blocks are released, you get the connection. Super amazing. Thank you for chiming in with that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. Aline, I see your hand's been up for a while here as we've been going back and forth all of these things. Is there anything you'd like to say or share or ask or request?
Yes, good night, Michael. First of all, it's an honor to be here. A thought arrived to my field, and is that when I was a child, my family was kind of millionary. When I turned 15, my father fell in bankruptcy,
Go to the
and
side of
our
the hands
life.
as you're sharing. Okay.
Pardon?
Side of the hands as you're tuning into this story.
Okay.
Keep going.
When
Tap,
I turned
tap, tap, tap.
15,
Yep.
my father fell in bankruptcy. And since then, I had believed that
Rub your sore spots. Okay. Tune into the story. It's okay. We got you keyed in. Sore spots. How do you feel when you tell the story right now? What's the emotion? What's it feel like? Even though I feel what right now as I share this with everyone?
I feel kind of fear.
Good. Even though I feel fear. I love and accept myself. What else do you feel?
When the time started passing, I realized that people feel like envy, jealous, and anger towards people that had a lot of money.
So how does that
So
make? Okay. So, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
it's okay.
Yep.
So I start to believe that had a lot of money was bad.
Yeah.
And I start working in my relationship with money like from 2 years ago. And I feel that I deserve like all the abundance of the universe in this material game.
Tap the
But
side of your hands. So notice how you're going on and on, kind of without end, right? This is common, and I'm not just saying that to spot you out. It's more about self-awareness. This is what happens when a lot of people go into reversal, as they'll just go on and on. Okay, how do you feel? Well, my dad and my family and my friend and my job and my this and my that. And so notice when you go on like this runaway train, sore spot, side of hand, sore spot, side of hand. You get control of yourself, right? Or else it just doesn't end, you know? And maybe eventually you start to feel a release, 10, 20, 30 minutes later. But hey, you're doing great. I hope you don't mind me catching you there and sharing that, because it's really valuable for everyone to become aware of.
yeah, so I still feeling like kind of fear of receiving that amount of money.
Yes. So
I
sore
feel
spot.
I deserve it.
Yeah. So sore spot, even though I have this fear with receiving money. Go ahead.
And of receiving money. I guess. So,
There you go. Fantastic. So now you're out of reversal. There you go. It's that quick. Not that you're totally over it, but your polarity has shifted. Do you notice a difference?
yes, I feel it.
Yeah. So, okay, good. So think about this. What was it again? Fear of what?
Fear of receiving a lot of money from the universe.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
there's a
think
reverse.
I deserve it, but
Okay. What was that? I'm sorry.
no, that I feel I deserve it, but
Yeah.
I still feel like kind of fear.
You're strong with deserving it, but you got the fear. Okay, good. Left hand, finger knuckles, left collarbone, left on left. So left on left, same side.
Okay.
Left hand. Yeah. There you go.
Oh.
Yep, you got it right. Tap on the back of the hand in between the pinky and ring finger bones there. Good. The fear of receiving money, right? Fear of
Right.
receiving. Take a deep breath and hold. Halfway out. All the way out. Halfway in. Exhale. Breathe normally. Tap the side of your hands now. Did you receive money before and it was scary, or you're afraid to in the future? What's the story there?
Since that happened, I have received like huge amounts of money twice in my life,
Okay.
and my first sensation was fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because I was like worried about how people are going to look at me, because I don't want to feel like the envy or jealous or anger from anyone.
How are people going to look at me when I get this? When I get this money, how are people going to look at me?
I don't want to feel like any kind of negative energy from
Yeah.
anyone.
So when someone gives you negative energy, how does that make you feel?
Kind of between depressed and anger with
There we
them
go. So tune
for
into
feeling
that.
that.
Put your hand over your chest, tune into your heart chakra. Tap on the side of the hand at the same time. All right, people have all this negative energy and jealousy and all these things. I want to be even better at getting over this. I want to be even better at getting over this. As you focus on the heart chakra, side of the eye, I will be even better at getting over this.
Good.
I'm sorry, I missed a word out of that. I will always be even better at getting over this.
I will.
Yeah. Good. Collarbone, I am always even better at getting over this.
Always better getting over this.
Getting over what?
Getting over this fear.
Here we go. Good. Okay. Recall
It's
a time.
normal to feel like all my body and my hands like in extremely relaxing mood.
There you go.
I feel like in trance.
Okay. How much can you still feel this fear when you think about it?
No, actually,
No.
to be sincere, this is the third time I am here like in a mastermind with you.
Sure.
And the three times I have felt myself like this. It's not a bad feeling, it's actually a very good feeling. Like
Yeah.
in the past I take ayahuasca and stuff like that a couple of times. So this is kind of like that sensation, but slowly. Right.
Okay. Do the head squeeze on exhale twice, please. Yeah, be careful with those drugs, though.
Yeah, I don't take that anymore.
Okay, good. It's not suggested or encouraged. I know there's a lot of controversy there, and people think it's great and all these things, but you know, when you can go into a meditative state and you develop a practice. You know, I just story. One of my friends, he was going down to, I forget where it was, Mexico or Colombia or something, somewhere in
I'm
South.
from Colombia.
Yeah, so I had a friend who had a connection. Like, they have a shaman. It's a real shaman, and they invited me to go down there, and they did it. And you know, he had his experience and everything. You gotta come join us. And I'm on the phone with him, and I'm just like, I start chanting this thing, like, "Hi, I start doing the song while he's talking to me about it. He's like, "That's exactly how they sound around the campfire." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm already there." You know, maybe not as intense, but you know, you get a good, healthy meditation practice, and you know, you do your clearing work and things. It's like, you don't need that stuff.
No, we have that power inside.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're clear. Wow, way to go. Awesome. Well, thanks for showing up and joining us. I'm glad you're getting a lot out of it.
Thanks to you.
Yeah. Thank you. Deanna. Or I'm sorry, Wim. You're before. Wim, how
Oh
you doing,
yeah,
man? We were gonna check back in with you. How you feeling?
yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm more calm now. I'm
Good.
liking this. This is a good clearing.
Yeah. Yep. Glad you could
Um,
join us.
yeah, I have some questions. Sometimes what I had in the past, it was way more, but I had some thoughts come up like randomly about being worthless. Is there something we can do about it?
Absolutely.
That's actually really good for tonight's astrology as well. The
Oh
the
yes.
the Kian is really about worth and value and feeling worthy and feeling valuable so that you can create value externally. And so this is such a great thing to key in. Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah, this is one of the things we wrote down when we were talking about this yesterday. Self-value,
Thank you.
worth, self-worth. Yeah. Okay, so where and when do you feel this lack of self-worth
Um,
or worthlessness?
okay. Sometimes when I fail or something or try something, maybe I make a mistake, and then sometimes it just comes up.
What's the specific circumstance?
Um, Can't remember right now. It's like multiple ones. Yeah.
So okay. You're at where you're at, you know? I've
Mhm.
noticed with everything you've said so far, it's all been super general. Like
Yeah.
where's it come from? Where is it at? I'm trying to find some stuff and there's a
Yeah.
block there. Now this is something, you know, if you were to do one-on-one sessions or something, this is actually something we'd probably have to focus on for you to get more releases.
Okay.
Um, you know, there's a lot of preliminary stuff. So, you know, if someone out here is, you know, you're here with us, so you've been watching and following along, and maybe you're not having profound clearings like some people are having, there's a lot of preliminary stuff that could be keeping you, you know, like for example, like a lot of men, it's not safe for us to cry, right? And so therefore, it's going to be harder for us to feel our feelings if we haven't been practicing and allowing ourselves, right? I mean, I can't imagine the state of allowing myself to feel my emotions now compared to like 20 years ago. You know, I'd feel embarrassed, and that would limit me to clear things. And so, you know, it's just something to observe and notice right now. But it does keep you from accessing those deep clearings, right? So when's the last time you felt worthless?
Mm, this is a while ago. So it's just it's mainly sometimes like a thought that comes up.
I thought like what?
Uh, the thought about I'm worthless. Yeah.
Okay, so a specific program.
Hmm.
Focus on your third eye,
Yeah.
worthless.
Hmm.
Notice how that program plays in your mind. Do the head squeeze on inhale 6 times. This is good for everybody. Head squeeze is great for programs. So squeeze on inhale 6 times. Third eye chakra. I'm worthless. Rub your sore spot when you think about this program that runs through your mind telling you you're worthless. How does it make you feel? Even though I feel what?
Mm. It's sad. Makes me feel sad. Yeah.
There you go. Great. Even though
Even
I feel
though
sad.
I feel sad, I love and accept myself.
Yeah. Okay. Think about that program running and the sadness you have when you hear it. Tap your collarbone. Tune into your heart chakra. Head squeeze on exhale twice. with that sadness, hearing that you're worthless. Release that stuck energy so it has no more impact on you. Think about that again. Continue to focus on it. Tap your collarbone. Outside the chakra, just normally. What else does it make you feel besides sadness? Or thinking
angry.
about angry. There we go.
Even though I feel angry, I love and accept myself.
Focus on your crown chakra. Tap your chin. I'm even better at getting over this anger.
So, can you please repeat?
Yeah. Crown chakra.
Mhm.
Tapping your chin. I am even better at getting over this anger.
I'm getting better of getting over this anger.
I am even better at getting over this anger.
I'm even better getting over this anger.
So you notice how he's slipping with the words, right? So this will happen to all of you at some point. You're trying to say a statement or something and screwing up. There's a block there. Okay. So head squeeze on exhale twice, focusing on the crown chakra. I am even better at getting over this anger.
I am even better getting over this anger.
Head squeeze twice.
I am even better getting over this anger.
Yeah, notice how you can say it now. Very good.
Yeah, and I have a much deeper breath after that one. Yeah.
I also did it for you right before too. I can help. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, now remember that I am worthless thing. What does it feel like now? Which might be hard to tell. It's a mental program. From what I see, it is released.
Okay, you see it?
I can feel it.
I can feel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was so, I mean it. It was going on for so long time, for years, basically.
Yeah. So now, what can we replace it with? Right? So it's great we can clear it, but also almost equally important to replace it with something, right? Because now there's a void there, there's a vacuum, it's going to suck something up, and you could recreate it, through habit. And so how do you want to feel instead of a program saying, I'm worthless? What would you rather have?
I'm very valuable. Yeah.
Very valuable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Or I feel valuable.
Okay, this is going to be great for everybody. You want to create money.
Yeah.
Are you valuable? Do you have value? Something of value, whether service, product, idea, etc. Right? This is important. Andoni, worthy, valuable, resourceful. There you go. Tuning in. Lotus, I am very valuable. So feeling valuable. You have a place here. You have a purpose. Everybody, right? Okay, tune into that. And so there's a block just feeling that. And so before we start programming it as a positive thing, you got to clear being valuable. Okay, everyone together, being valuable. Heart chakra. I mean, what is being valuable? Well, being loved, being embraced, right? Being enjoyed, being useful, having a purpose. Head squeeze on inhale 9 times. Focus on the heart chakra. Feeling valuable. Much stronger now. Tap the side of your hands, feeling valuable. I want to feel valuable. I can feel valuable. I want to always feel valuable. Under the nose, I will feel valuable. I will be valuable. Chin, I am valuable. I am over not being valuable. Middle finger. I will be over. I have always been over not being valuable. There we go. Side of the eyes. I will always be valuable. I will always feel valuable. Side of the eyes. Head squeeze, exhale twice. I will always feel valuable. I will always feel valuable. Exhale twice. Tap your collarbone. I will always feel valuable. Wim, you still with us? You're still with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Head squeeze, exhale twice. I will always feel valuable.
I will always feel valuable.
Good. There you go. If I don't get it. All right. Collarbone, I can always be valuable.
I can.
Sore spot, even though I don't always feel like I can be valuable.
Even though.
I love mixed up myself.
Even though I sometimes feel like I don't feel be valuable. I love and accept myself.
Good. Deep breath in and out. Focus on being valuable. On a scale of 1 to 10, how valuable do you feel? 10
8.
feeling valuable.
An 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it. That's all I have for you there. So
Thank
allow
you.
the valuable feeling to grow.
I will.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing that up. That's a key one. We actually meant to bring that up, and you did right at the perfect time.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. And thanks for hanging on there. I meant to get back to you way sooner, but
Oh, yeah.
all in divine timing.
Exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so we've been way beyond our time here. I know it's getting super late for a lot of you guys, or early now. Goodness. So yeah, today's been an awesome call. There's some other things we planned on going through here, which it was all perfect, right? There's so many different clearings that you can work on with money and wealth, as you can imagine, right? We're only really scratching the surface, especially with the connecting to God. I mean, we only started that part of it. Connecting to God to get money, connecting to God with my purpose and all these things. And there's so many more elements to work on. And so what we're going to skip Napoleon Hill for now and how it relates to love. There's a whole thing with success and love and all these things. The Cassini alignment, that's what we are in, and we've been utilizing this whole time.
That's right.
So super powerful.
Whew.
And so I'm going to just kind of skip here and let you guys in on the next call we're having, which is this Sunday at June 9th, 1 o'clock Pacific. So a little bit more conducive for you guys on the East Coast and in Europe. This will be a paid call. So we have a paid group where it's a smaller environment where I get to focus specifically on each of you. And I make sure everyone's strong before we move to the next elements. Because some of you might have some things lingering and not everyone gets the one-on-one time or is willing to just talk in front of everybody as this is broadcasted on YouTube and things like that. So we totally understand. So if you enjoyed this and you feel like you're getting a lot out of it, and you also know that there's so many more things to work on and clear for yourself, you may want to join us. All you got to do is send us an email. I thought I put the email on this slide. Did I put the email there? Did not. Anyhow, send an email to support@michaelgrady.com. It'll be in the email that you got for this event. And we'll give you the information if you want to sign up and continue working with us in a small, more intimate environment. And we'd love to help you out. If you want to do one-on-one sessions, we also do that and all that goodness. So, Lotus, any last thoughts or things you want to share?
Yeah, I was looking over the comments and there's this really wonderful comment from Amazing Whim, which is such a great name. Hope you're feeling valuable and worthy out there, as it is our birthright to be valuable, right? God's children. And he said, this is one of the most revolutionary clearing calls
Nice.
he'd ever experienced. And I just wanted to thank him for that and thank Michael and thank all of you for this opportunity to bring together such powerful technology at a powerful time with the Sun and Venus coming together with Michael's incredible skills with tapping into the field and testing and getting really clear where everyone's at. And I just
actually a really cool story about testing and getting accurate testing. We have a couple of practitioners on the call that went through our system and are certified to work with people, and which actually speak different languages, which is super helpful. Like Aurelian, he speaks French. So if any of you speak French and, maybe it's easier for you to speak that way, I would encourage you to reach out to Aurelian, which he's incredibly good. I inspected his sessions. I made sure that he's got it, and he definitely has it. I was impressed with the session he submitted to us, which has been super cool. Aurelian, do you want to share or say anything? I'm kind of just putting you on the spot, just kind of allowing people to have some different options for practitioners to work with, especially if you're speaking French, right? Which is key.
Yeah, totally. No problem for putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
So first, thank you, because like to all the others, the fact that I learned all from Michael, it's really valuable, especially like for working for me, but also I started as a practitioner to work with people, especially in French. I work also in English, but especially with French-speaking clients. And working on it, developing the activity little by little. And it's always great to come back also to your sessions, because you always have more insight, and it's always great to learn from you, because you are at a level that we have always things to learn and to keep working on. For example, as you were saying, the testing, like we can always improve it and being even more accurate.
Yeah.
And that's really valuable, yeah, actually. All what you and Lotus give.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there any way that people can reach out to you if they want to do a session with you? Because
yes, totally. How can I do? Should I?
You can put it in the chat, and if anybody wants to reach out, they can, and I'll say it out on the video too.
Yeah, okay. But I'm gonna send my website with the Calendly, and people can even book a discovery session with so that I can
a discovery session. That's
yeah. I offer like a discovery session about 30 minutes, so that I can, because especially in France, TFT is so much not known at all. So I take this time to explain what is it, what people can get out of it. So and how we can also help them talking more personally and answering specific questions. So
yeah, exactly.
So I put that in the chat. Thank you.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, thanks for being here. Great to see you again. Super cool. Yeah, we also have Gregor's, Mr. Greg, uh, which is great to have you on the call. You know, and Aurelian's so precise with, and I think about someone doing testing, you know, Aurelian's just super on point with getting into the energy field and finding out the specific things to do. And then there's a story where Greg, go ahead and say something so we can get you on the screen here.
Yeah, hello, and yeah, first, thank you
There
so
we go.
much for putting me on the spot.
Yes, yeah. So I had someone in us who spoke Polish, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Adam. Yes.
Yes.
And so he found me. He wanted to work with me, but his accent and his English was just not very good. And so I was like, you know, I was helping him get a couple clearings, but without able to really understand his story, I was like, you know what? I got Gregor's here, and so I handed him off to you. And what was interesting is you kind of picked up on one of the things we were working on, and you tested exactly the same thing I did with, I think, some kind of block in his DNA on his dad's side and going back 4 generations, like something very specific. And you got the same exact answer.
Yeah, I keep working with him, and we start like going into the health issue, and he got some irrational pain in his whole body, and he got a lot of issue since he was born, and we trying to do like find the issue, what's going on. And we start going into the lineage and start clearing the DNA father side, 4th generation. And he like, after the clearing, he was like, you know what, like I don't really speak English, but with Michael we were doing same thing. We were tapping the 4th generation father side, which was like, oh wow, okay, so so we going into the same thing, and there was a lot of issue, and we were going through some corrections over there. So that's interesting.
Yeah, super cool. You know, it just shows that what we're doing, there's something to it, because to pick up something random like that with the number and the side of the DNA and everything, and you know, that's just not coincidence. So, but yeah, Gregor's is also a great practitioner as well that I've certified and tested and seen his submission, and is really great. And so you speak Polish, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so I would highly encourage you, because there's actually, it seems like there's a good core community of the Polish folk in Gin. And so I would highly encourage to reach out to Gregor's, who's also an amazing practitioner as well. Right? Is there any way they can reach out to you?
Yeah, of course. I can leave the emails in the chat.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, please do. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, very cool to see you guys on here. If anybody you want to learn how to do this, we have an online course that's available to purchase right now. Just send us an email, respond, reach out. And in the next couple of weeks, we're actually going to be launching another course you may want to attend. So those will be available, because I think everyone should learn how to do this. I think everyone should know, just like you know how to clean your body and you know how to eat well, you know how to, you know, hopefully learn how to stretch your body. You should learn how to clear your body, right? Clear your energy field. It's there. It's very specific. You can tune into this. And it shouldn't be a mystery. You know, I think everyone should know how to do this. And we try to make this available to everybody and demonstrate it to you and give you the experience and stay on the call forever with you guys for many hours into the night. Because we love this and we know it works, and it's, hopefully you see it does. But yeah. So yeah. Any closing thoughts, Lotus, before we head off?
Yeah, if
I really appreciate you guys being with us here with us.
If anyone's curious to know about the Wealth Star and where they have it in their chart and where this wealth activation is affecting you, you can reach me at blossomwithlotusnow@gmail.com, and I do one-on-one readings. I also do energy clearing, as you saw, and I love to assist people to blast through whatever's in the way of your brilliance, your abundance, and what it is you want to create. And
we've been able to work with people, and they dial in their chart, and then they either work with me or work with you, or we work together. and they clear really significant things that they weren't really aware of until they saw the chart and all the alignments. And so just like we're able to tune into it today, and everyone's kind of going through a similar thing, when you get your chart done and then we do clearings based off of that, that's super powerful. And so we've ran a couple tests with some of our common clients that we're sharing or friends with, and have students on both of our training programs, because she teaches astrology. And we've been able to kind of test this stuff out. And so we are developing more of a program you can purchase and take advantage of, because it's really special.
Yeah, where we take your chart, we tune into the exact code of the issue on like a soul level. And then Michael, with his testing, just clears it just so powerfully, right? It's amazing. So excited to do more of that work with you all.
Yeah, it's interesting, learning about the chart and how it's like you come into this world with a vibration. And it's basically your astrology chart. Like that is your vibration. Like that's where all these points have different meanings to your life. And so it just gives you a whole overview of where you're at, your life challenges, your destiny point, where you're good places for you to work on, where you're going in life, and your passions, and what you're good at, and what you're not so good at, where your relationships are. I mean, it just goes on and on. So something to consider if you're wanting to clear more. It's definitely a great option. It'll be so illuminating to your life.
It's a gift. It's a gift.
So this Sunday, June 9th, we're going to continue with the money clearing series. We'd love for you to join us. Send an email to support@michaelgrady.com. This is Michael and Lotus wishing you farewell. We love you all, and thanks for joining us with us.
Woo!
Clearing with us.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael. Way to go, everyone. Yeah, so many wealth blessings. May your dreams and hopes and everything you want to create come in. Yeah. Woo!
All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Michael and Lotus. Big hug for you, my dear brother and sister. Love you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much. Thank you, Lotus. Thank you, Michael.
Thank
you.
Oh, beautiful.
Until next time.
Take care.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much.